Hello children, I'm Katie. I'm a bit like J.K. Rowling, but with a scarier tale and a bit less money. I've got a story to tell you, a true story, a very scary story about what happens when people aren't nice to each other. It's called The Misunderstood Witch. Are you sitting comfortably? Good. Then we shall begin. Our story starts with two lovely children, a boy and a girl, who are rambling through the woods looking for their mum, Holly, and dad, Sir Alan. They knew they were meant to stay close, but had wandered off course, playing their favourite game, Apprentices. It involved them searching high and low for items no one would ever want, like an email phone, and trying to sell it to blind people for money. They weren't very good at the game and had strayed into the darkest part of the woods, known as Hopkinsville. After walking into a clearing, the boy and the girl saw a woman making a bit of a nuisance of herself in one way or another. She turned to them and beckoned them over with a smile that made the girl's tummy feel like she'd just eaten a bag of pins. The boy reached for the girl's hand. This lady was a bit weird. "What's your name?" said the girl.
"I'm the Misunderstood Witch,"
replied the Misunderstood Witch. "That's a funny name," said the girl. "Why are you misunderstood?"
"It's a long story. I became known around these shores for talking. Not just any old talking. I'd often say the first thing that came into my head, regardless of who it upset and how many people shouted at me. I couldn't stop myself. My mother had always taught me to be honest. And before long, I found myself to be the most hated woman in Britain, apart from Gillian McKeith."
"That's sad," said the boy. "You were only telling the truth, weren't you?"
"Yes, or at least I thought I was. I got sent to a jungle as punishment, you know."
"No," the children wailed. "Whatever happened?"
"Two Geordie men tried to bury me alive. It was awful. But you know what?"
"What?" they gasped.
"The hatred of the nation only served to make me stronger. Their disgust at me seemed to feed my anger, turning it black inside until it grew like a coiling serpent in my belly and seeped through every pore of my skin. It became my mission to smoke every little disgusting, bratty human being out of the woodwork, where I could look at them in the eye and destroy them with one glance, or at least tweet the opposite of what people think. These retweets are like creme de la mer to my skin, my darlings."
"You sound deeply unhappy, Miss Witch," the boy whispered. "Don't you want to be loved?" the girl asked.
"More than anything, my child. You see, all I wanted was to be noticed. But then the plan was to fall into a lifetime of comfort and heavy eating and occasional moments of controversy, a bit like Vanessa Phelps. But instead, all the negativity poisoned my brain, and now I'm trapped forever in this God-forsaken land without a friend in the world."
"How awful," the girl said, taking the witch's hand before saying, "I know, we'll be your friends, and I know how to make everybody like you again. All you have to do is be sorry. Show some humility and understanding of human nature, just for once. People are forgiving. We love a survivor, an underdog, triumph over adversity. That's why we keep buying Katie Price's books."
"Do you know what? I think you're right. Enough is enough. Never again will I ridicule someone because of an ill-thought-out ideal about the way people that aren't as bitter as me should live. I want to cleanse myself of my sins. Can you help me?" Yes, yes, of course we can, both the children exclaimed. The misunderstood witch smiled, her first proper smile for years, as the three linked arms and skipped off through the field in search of holly and sorrel, giggling without a care in the world. "This is fun," said the boy. "Isn't it? Isn't it?" replied the witch. "I say, your hair's nice. Are you gay?" What?" stuttered the boy. "Oh, nothing, nothing," the witch said quickly. "Do you even know what? You haven't told me your names." "Silly us," said the girl. "I'm Dakota, and my brother here is called Brooklyn." There was a deathly silence. Suddenly, night fell in an instant, and it became cold as a fridge in seconds. The children could see their breath in front of their faces, and goosebumps rose at the back of their necks. Something was wrong, very wrong. The witch was gone. "I've got a bad feeling about this," Brooklyn whimpered. "Me too," said Dakota, and enough of the Star Wars references. A voice cried out around them, sounding like terror itself. "Your names! They are places!" The children stood stock still, not daring to move. "No children should be called after places. It is against the rules. Except if your name's India. That doesn't count." A tear trickled down Dakota's cheek. "I'm scared," she whispered. "Me too," said Brooklyn, who was thick, but trying to be strong for his sister. "Let's run away." They turned to run, and bam! The misunderstood witch was right behind them. Before they could so much shout, "Don't defend Thatcher again!" she gobbled them up, right down to the loom bands on their chubby little wrists. "I'll never change, you fools! You made me! You hear me, Britain? You made me!"